Hello there, how are you doing? Good? That's great. Can I help you today? Alright, yes, that's fine. Wow, you've got quite a selection here. These are all in very, very good scents. Let's see, let's start with this pretty one. Wow, this is such an interesting container for a candle. I believe this is in a cinnamon scent. Yes? I believe this is from one of our Christmas lines. Have you smelled this candle yet? Yes, definitely this cinnamon. It's definitely from our Christmas line. It has that scent to it. You have smelled this? Have you smelled it lit? Would you like me to light it for you? Alright, I can do that. This has such a warm, nice smell. It reminds me a bit of my grandmother's house, honestly. It smells like how her house smells. She used to burn candles all the time. It's kind of actually what got me into this business. Now, this doesn't have very good throw. If you don't know what that means, it means the how far the scent goes. So there's some candles that they could fill up your entire house with scent, whereas some you can only smell them when you're around the candle. This is a rather cheap candle, as I'm sure you can tell, despite the pretty exterior. And it smells nice, but doesn't go very far with the scent. So I'm just going to blow this out now. And be sure to always trim the wicks of your candles so that they don't, the flame isn't too high. That can be dangerous. Right, next we have this. Oh, this is an interesting color. It's almost like a grey-green color, and it's 3 wicks, which is wonderful. And I will light all 3 for you when I light this candle. And it's in Evergreen and Cedar. I'm sorry. This has a very light scent to it. I don't smell a whole lot of cedar. It's mostly evergreen, but that's just sniffing it cold. When you light it, it has a different scent. It's with all candles. They all have that attribute. That's why you should always light a candle before you buy it, which I know sounds terrible, but they do have samples. Most places we have them here, so that you can actually smell what it smells like when it's burning before you buy it, because you might like how it smells cold, but you won't like how it smells when it's burning. So this is a Mainstays candle, which I think is a very good brand, in my opinion. And it's a very good candle. Let me just light this for you. Alright, now it has 3 wicks, so what that means is that the scent is more evenly distributed, and it has a stronger throw because it's melting the wax faster. You smell it. Oh, the evergreen definitely comes out more when it's burning. When it's cold, you get more of that cedar smell. The base note of this is definitely the evergreen. And it's a very light, fresh scent. Most people, because it says evergreen and cedar, would think that this is more of a Christmassy type candle, but I don't know. When I smell this, it's more of a fresh scent than anything. It's very light and refreshing, almost like a clean linen candle, or like a laundry sort of smell. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it's that very light, homey smell. So I'm just going to blow this out. I love watching the smoke go up. Alright, let's see see what else you have here. Ooh, this one looks interesting. This is an essential home candle, and this is quite a big one. This is an 18-ounce jar, which means this will last you a very long time. This is in the scent Ive Garden, and I must tell you that this scent name is rather misleading in my opinion. And so is the colour. It's green, so you would automatically think, herbs. It would smell more herb-like. But as you can see on the picture, it shows 2 potted herbs and then lemons and oranges. And when I smell this candle, all I smell is a hint of herb and a lot of citrus. It does have that earthy smell, so you do get a bit of the herb, but the main note that I smell is citrus, especially when it's burning. Would you like to see? You would? Alright. Oh, it's crackling a bit. The wick's a bit tall. I forgot to trim this one. That was not a very good match, was it? As you can see, when you don't trim the wicks, the flame gets rather high, which is both dangerous and it's not very helpful for the candle. You basically just burn the wick away, and then you can't melt the wax as quickly. So let me just wait for the wax to melt, and then you can smell what that one smells like. Now the wax has melted just a bit, and you can smell that it is chiefly a citrus smell, which is a bit strange because when you think of citrus you think of cool and light, and because of this being a heated candle, clearly, it's a bit confusing because you get that light citrusy smell but it's warm. But you do get just a hint of the herb, which if you like citrus smells, but you also like herb, this is good for you. But if you were hoping for more of a earthy, herbal smelling candle, I'm afraid you're not going to get that with this. It does smell quite good though, I do have to say. This might sound silly, but it reminds me of chicken because I like to put lemon on my chicken at home. Lemon peppercorn chicken, it's wonderful. And of course the herbs add to that. So I'm just going to blow this out now and put a cap on it, and this will hold in the smoke that's escaping. It looks very cool. Can you see that? If you ever, when you have candles with these sort of jar lids, to stop the candle from burning, you can actually just put the lid right on top. And don't worry about it being dangerous for the jar or for your house. It is completely fine. It's made out of glass, and the plastic and rubber components inside will not melt because the lack of oxygen cuts off the fire rather quickly. Alright, we still have a couple more. We have about 5 more. Next I see, oh, you have another cinnamon candle. That's good. I would assume you like cinnamon. This is, I'm afraid I can't light this one. This is one that has been melted on a top melter. But this is a gold tandem candle, which is kind of an odd brand. You don't see it around very much. But it's definitely a good brand. It's burned too far down for me to fully smell it, but I assure you that this is a good scent. Oh, there we go, I smell it. It is not nearly as strong of a cinnamon smell as the first one that you have with the fancy jar. And honestly, while that one is a somewhat cheap brand, I would definitely buy that one over this one. What's that? You don't want to buy this one now. Well, I'm sorry about that. Would you like me to set it to the side then for you? Okay, thank you. Oh no, it's fine, I don't mind. We get enough business that losing one candle won't be much of a loss for us. Okay, oh, you have a tiny little votive candle. This is cute. This is in the scent Beechwood. This is Yankee Candle. And yes, you do get the glass with it. This is a very, very strong scent, I feel I must warn you. It is a bit misleading in my opinion. It's more perfumey than anything. But it does have that summery, beachy smell to it, I suppose. But I do warn you that this candle has a bit of an incense smell to it. I know that a lot of people have problems with candles that have an incensiness to them because it can give them a headache. If you'd like to see, I can light this for you. Normally I would trim the wick, but I don't have anything near me at the moment. Now we're going to have to wait for this wick to burn down, sadly. In the meantime, let me ask you a couple questions. What is your favorite kind of scent? What do I mean? Well, there are many different kinds of scents. There are floral scents, bakery scents, home scents, which are like the clean linen sort of smell that I was talking about before. And then there are seasonal scents, so floral usually fits into the spring and summer category, whereas the more Christmassy scents are usually like the cinnamon and the evergreen sort of smell. Oh, it looks like this is burnt down enough. But what is your favourite? The bakery scents? Yes, I like those as well, very much. I'm afraid we don't have many in at the moment. We mostly have some left over from Christmas and a couple new sets in the spring edition, so they're mostly floral scents. Alright, now let me smell this one. This has very good though. You definitely get that perfumey smell. And it's a votive candle, so this won't last you too long, so I won't leave this burning for too long. You don't want to go home with half a candle. But yes, this is a good candle. I like it very much. Alright, I'm just going to blow this out now. I'm going to set that to the side. Next we have, this is one of my favorite candles. This is a Yankee candle and it's called Christmas Cookie. It's very small, it's only a 3.7 ounce jar. But this smell is heavenly. It is just the perfect Christmas cookie smell. It is that very nice sugary bakery scent, which is good. And it's just, this is probably my favorite out of everything that you have here. Would you mind if I light this one? You wouldn't? Okay. The smell of this candle is simply intoxicating. I love bakery scents and I love sugar cookie smells. They're just some of the best scents, I think. They're really warm and inviting, and of course, if you're like me and can't bake to save your life, it's good to fool people into thinking that you've baked something when they come over to visit. It's such a warm smell, which is appropriate considering it's fire. Now I don't want to burn down any candle because this is a fairly new candle, so I'm just going to blow this out. What a wonderful scent. You are quite a lucky person. Alright, we just had two left, and it seems we have, another cedar smell. This is also new. This is this is very strong. This is a Yankee candle. And this is red berry and cedar. This is definitely a Christmas one. It's very strong, but very pleasant. It's fresh, but a bit fruity because of the red berry. It has a cherry scent to it, which I like quite a lot, which normally I don't. But there's something about this one, possibly the cedar in it, that makes this bearable for me. Can I like this? Yes? Alright, thank you. Just so you know, new candles, when you light them, they tend to crackle a bit first, the first time you light them, just because they're unused to the fire. Once the wicks burn down a bit, it's a bit easier to light them. So you'll just have to be patient with your candles, alright? Good. Right, now let's wait for this to melt for a bit. Shouldn't take too long, it's almost done. But you see how high the flame is? That's because we haven't trimmed the wick. We actually do have wick trimmers here. They're just special scissors that you can use to trim the wicks of your candles. And a lot of people ask me, how do you get the cut wicks out of your candle? You can use tweezers of some sort, or if your candle is not wet at the moment, as in the wax is not melted, it shouldn't be too hard to extract it with your fingers, as long as the wax is not melted, because otherwise you could burn yourself. This is a very heavy scent, and it's not unpleasant at all, but it is very strong. It's heavy on the red berry, not so much the cedar, which, as I've said, cedar is a very delicate scent. You mostly smell it in when it's cold and not when it's burning. Alright, I'm just going to blow this one out now. We have one left. I'm just going to put the cap on it. I don't want the smoke alarms going off. That was a joke. We don't really have very sensitive smoke alarms, just because we're going to be putting out candles all day, so we have smoke going on all the time. But don't worry, our fire alarms are very well suited. They work, trust me. Because after all, we are a candle shop. Alright, so it looks like you have this very interesting candle. It's called a Nature's Wick. This is a completely natural candle, and it has a wooden wick in the center, which is rare. Usually they're made with string. It is a 10-ounce candle, I believe. Yes, which is a very good size. And it's brown in color. I like the color. It's this very deep, rich chocolatey brown, and it's called Bonfire Nights. And I'm just going to light this really quick, and you can see what it means by it crackles. It's very interesting. I had this candle at one point. If you look at the candle, the flame actually crackles as if it were a real fire. That's because the wood is burning. I'll lift you up and look you down. Have you look down? Yes, it is very interesting, isn't it? I love the smell of this candle. It's very warm, and this, out of all the candles, I think has the best throw. It melts very quickly, probably because of its extra wide wick, and the wood makes it a bit hotter of a wick, which means don't burn yourself because it will hurt very much. But I burned this candle in my kitchen once, and I was upstairs and I came out from my room, and I could smell it from all the way up the stairs, which my room is at the other end of the house from my kitchen. So I thought this was a very interesting candle, because it had really great throw, and just because of the way it burns, and the fact that it's all natural is very pleasing as well. And of course the scent is wonderful, and I'm sure that you can get this type of candle, this brand, if you'd like to look at the brand name. It comes with a wooden lid, which I think is very neat. But yes, this is a great candle to have. I'm just going to, actually I'm going to show you how to cap a candle. All you do is you just simply put it on, and if you watch, the candle slowly burns out because of the lack of oxygen to it. So that is your purchase, and we're actually having a sale today. You seem to have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. You would have had 8, which unfortunately our sale is 8. But you know, I like you, so I'm just going to pretend that you bought that candle as well. So we're having a special. If you buy 8 candles today, each one is only $2. So altogether, you're only spending $16, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anyone, all right? I'm only going to charge you $16 since you technically didn't buy the last candle, but that'll just be between you and I, all right? Shh. All right, so that'll be $16 for you, my lovely customer. Thank you. I'll just put that in the drawer here. Alright, thank you so much for coming today. It was a pleasure. You've made excellent choices. Feel free to come again anytime. I really enjoyed helping you today. Thank you. Goodbye.